Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Today we're going to do a comparison with two Ruger handguns. Here we have the Ruger Security 9 Compact versus the Ruger American Compact. When we think of compact size handguns, we typically think right around a 4-inch barrel. These are smaller versions of Ruger larger sizes in each model. It doesn't matter. Ruger can categorize them however they want. There is no industry standard. But they're similar but very different. We're going to talk about it, so let's do it. Yep, just as I remember it. And there we go. We'll start with the Ruger Security 9 Compact. When the original Security 9 came out, it was a big hit. Then they made the smaller version, call it a compact if you will. But this has a 3.42 inch barrel and magazines that are 10+1 capacity. Ruger gives you 2 of them. But this is a hammer fired handgun. All right, a lot of people like that. The hammer is internal. It drops, nice trigger pull. We'll make sure it's pre-cocked, which is what it is, a pre-cocked hammer. And there is the reset. We'll show that again. Right there. The sights, well, they call these goalpost sights in the rear. That is drift adjustable and a pinned front dot. A 3-slot Picatinny rail, nice grip texturing. They offer a flat base plate, but also an extender on there. And I put that on there for 3-finger contact. It does have a sight hole indicator there. Forward serrations, a little bit of a smaller gun than the American. And if we compare them like this, we'll see the barrel length is a little bit longer on with the American on the right, and the weight is quite a bit heavier with the American. So let's talk about this. This has a 3.55 inch barrel, so 3.5 inch barrel. What the American offers this one offers more features. And I have often said that when Ruger created the American series, it's their best striker fire series yet. People will argue that point, but I think it's pretty awesome. 2 mags, a 12 and a 17 round mag, and that ships with the base plate included, also for a 3-finger contact. This also has additional grip modules right there. Not a back strap, but a full module. It has very nice texturing, not aggressive at all, rather unaggressive. But you do have some additional options there and ambidextrous controls with both the slide stop and the magazine release, making this completely left-handed friendly. 3-dot sights. They are Novak sights, so that means it ramps up a bit. Also a pick rail there. That's a little bit of a longer pick rail with a longer barrel, and a striker fire gun, also with a trigger tab in there with the reset right there. This Ruger American Compact feels more sturdy. I think it's because it's heavier. If we look at the barrels themselves, you'll see that it's a bit thicker. The recoil spring assembly a bit wider and a little stiffer. With that, it just tames the recoil a little better, making it a more pleasurable gun to shoot. This may be more pleasurable to carry because there is a weight difference, and we'll get them on the scale and you can take a look at the differences. But we're also looking at a pretty decent price difference with these. Here we have $369 MSRP from Ruger. Less features, not necessarily ambidextrous, and it is hammer fired. Okay, here we have $689, and this is more sturdy. It just feels more thick, more girth to it, more weight, and more quality. It's a tighter fit, but both have performed great. I want to show you how they disassemble. With this one, you lock the slide back, drop this lever without the need to pull the trigger. It comes off. We'll see a beefy glass-filled nylon with both of them, a dual captive recoil spring, and a 3.55-inch barrel. This has a pin that needs to be removed. We'll drop the mag. Also has a thumb safety right there. Cocked hammer, it has to be in that position to operate the thumb safety. But nonetheless, the disassemble. You're going to move the slide back a little bit, and with the help of, I just picked this up at the Finn, a Microtech 210T. Love this thing, incredible knife. Finn has a great selection of knives. You remove the pin, and then off comes the slide. Here we have also a glass-filled nylon frame, which is pretty common. A recoil spring that is single captive, and a 3.42 barrel. It has a internal, well, it's called a barrel bushing. It locks up nice and tight. We see that with many of the Ruger models. But that's what we're looking at. Easier disassemble with the American as well. According to the MSRP, the Ruger American is over $300 more. Which one would I go with? Well, if I was going to carry, I'd choose the Security 9 Compact. It's a little bit lighter, a lot less expensive, and it has performed great. If I only owned one gun, I'd go with this because it's a more sturdy gun. It has very light recoil. It's built stronger. It's ambidextrous, even though I'm a righty and don't need it. I appreciate it. You know, you could always drop the mag with the trigger finger if needed. But you get the point. It just offers more with the Novak style sights and a striker fire action. So both very good handguns. Both have performed great for me. What I really want to know is which one would you go with? Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.